PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. This putt is about 16 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Get excited. This could go in. Getting off to a great start at this event.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So, yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
He's currently tied for third. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Well struck. You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here, but TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Playing their 5th shot. Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
This is from miles away. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Be the ball, Danny. No. Solid par putt, that. And now they're sitting in second, one spot behind our leader, Justin Thomas. The fourth is one of the stronger par fours at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
A bit wild on approach there.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And he needs this to save par.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And there it is.
This player is putting for fun.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
New Zealand's Lydia Ko setting up her next shot. How close was that to going down? And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
Okay, that'll work. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Little birdie look in here.
that's frustrating. An opportunity to make their par. Yeah, good putt. Well holed.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And this from the greenside rough.
Big time play, that one. At the right time too. Oh, here she goes, marching up the leaderboard. Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard. He's got a 1-shot buffer. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
Could roll into the rough on this one. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Just didn't drop. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Good putt, that. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Just 2 shots behind.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
This one for bogey.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands.
The Spaniard, Jon Rahm, currently on top of the leaderboard here.
This hole is a long par 5. That should find the sand. Second shot here on the 8th.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Bit disappointing, that one. Playing their 4th shot. 3 behind our leader. Good shot there, Beamer. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This putt to try and save their par. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. The closing hole on this front 9 at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Not bad. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yep, I've paced this. He's got around 195.
Opting for the 5-iron.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Looking really good. That one had eyes for it the whole way.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Starting to look really good.
Fair effort. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
I love it. Absolutely love it. This player is near the top 10. They need a few more birdies. A good solid 9 holes should see them inside the top 10 at day's end.
As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
A chance to go under par here if you can just keep the bogeys off the card. Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Needs this one to kick right. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt. Ooh. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. I like the look of this.
Yeah, good job. Nice par.
So no movement there. The player remains at even par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
What a drive. Look at that.
Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie. Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Reminds me of the song by the Tubes, She's a Beauty.
This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Even for the day. Just outside the top 10 on the leaderboard. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Was on a good line. No, that's too bad. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Sitting at 2 over for the event. We'll reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by two of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Certainly good at making the birdies, but let's avoid those bogeys. That's an awful error.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
It's not on the fairway, but it's not bad. It's a good lie in the first cut.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Oh, that's unlucky. A buried lie in the bunker. Doesn't get much harder. Wow. Yeah, golf clap. Really good.
And a par putt awaits him.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Thirteen's a long par for him, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. This is a par putt. Oh, get in. Well, that'll play. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough.
Getting ready to play their third.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one headed out to the left.
Time now for the 4th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Came close with that chip. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Judging it beautifully.
Let's see if you can make this. Keep the par on the card.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. Time for the second shot at the 15th.
Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Oh! What a shot from there. Take your hat off to them. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. As we find ourselves at the 16th, a par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the centre bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
Going with the 7. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
And coming up well short.
Ooh.
Boy, I got to say, that's good stuff there.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Trying to save par here.
Good stroke.
Jon Rahm, your leader, as we head to the next hole.
As we get down the stretch here at TPC San Antonio, there's a number of options that can be taken. This 17th is a fascinating hole.
Luke, if it's playing downwind, a driver is a must. If it's back into the wind, take out the iron for safety.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Second shot here on the 17th hole. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This is all that's left to pull ahead of Lydia Ko. They're going to try to apply some pressure here.
This one's online. And that will drop in for birdie.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
Oh my. Will she be able to get out of here?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
Yikes!
Well, you've just got to look with admiration. That shot took some serious skill.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in two, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
Well, this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Quality shot, that one.
This one from about 160 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This putt is for a score of 72. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
A par putt awaits. And that brings a close to this event. Well, Henny, I feel like we're sitting here with eggs on our faces. We didn't think anyone could knock out Lydia Ko. But what about that performance? No win in the event, but that doesn't really matter when you beat someone of Lydia's stature.
Luke, I hate being wrong, so this is a tough pill for me to swallow. But this player challenged Lydia Ko and beat her. This result is going to give them some inspiration towards their huge, big career aspirations. And best of luck to them. I'll never doubt them again.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with his playing partner this week.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
He finds himself tied for 6th. Okay, let's take it down to John McCarthy, who seems to be hiding behind a tree here. John, you've been getting familiar with this golf course. What will the players be dealing with this week at Lone Grove Golf Course?
Well, Luke, as I walked the course, checking it out this morning, the one thing that is immediate is this course is full of elevation changes. Not only throughout the holes either. It's like even when you get to the greens, the elevation changes can get you. These greens are dynamic, and that is putting it very lightly. You really have to plan out your approach shots into these greens. Make sure you don't leave yourself in trouble. Some of these greens can straight up reject a poorly executed approach shot just from the contours of the green alone. Other times you may leave yourself on like the wrong shelf of a green, making the next putt nearly impossible. These greens can really play tricks on you here at Lone Grove Golf Course, and I'm looking forward to see how the players deal with it today.
Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. Moments like that deserve another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
Currently 1 under for the event. It's time for a one-shotter. Going with the 7.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
This next one from the beach. Oh, nicely played. Good shot. He has this putt to save his par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th. That's nicely done. Well, Rich, it's only mid-season, but you've got to like the way the player has been performing so far.
Yeah, look, this player has played so solid all year long. It's well within the top 125. I don't see any issues of this player not making it to the Tour Championship. I'd safe to say they're going to go ahead and move on.
Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game, and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Look out world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup. This one to save par.
This one's tracking.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, steady now. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Deep into the front nine. Here we are at the 7th hole. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Here's Tiger Woods. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this one is for his par.
This is on a stupendous line.
Oh, just missed that one.
This next putt is for bogey. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. Playing from around 150 yards here.
He's 2 shots back.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one is chewing fiber.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Tracking. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 3 under. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to this par 5 hole. Oh my, that was launched. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here.
Just 1 stroke off the lead.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Whew. That was close. How good was that bunker shot?
And this putt to move into a share of first place. Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Oh, just missed. And after that effort, that's how it looks. And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Every player wants to be in this position. I can promise you that. Let's see how they perform over this final 9 and if they can get the job done.
We've reached the beginning of the back 9, the 10th.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 155.
Opting for the 9-iron. Playing within their comfort zone there. And this putt will take them to 5 under par. Oh, so close.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Ouch, that hurts.
And this one will be for bogey.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. Going with the hybrid. This one needs to kick left. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Let's catch up with Tiger Woods, shall we?
And back to the course with the live action. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Make this, it'll add up.
An important par save.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
And now at 3 under overall. The 12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left is just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well played.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just a 4-footer remaining. Hey, that's a chance. The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. This looks good. And down she goes. And that finds him in a share of second. So Excited to see what this par 4 has in store. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era? Just how dominant he was.
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger, no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at. Their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
That'll sting a bit.
A bogey putt awaits. The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. That's a good-looking shot there. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
This is buckets. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
Here's Tiger. Oh, well holed.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
And a big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
And he'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last.
And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Handy effort, that one. Sitting at 3 under par. Currently tied for second. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Wow, what happened there?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, I love hands like that. The touch of a wizard.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 3 on this one. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Let's finish with the flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. That's inside the house of opportunity.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine. Come on, ball, don't deny him.
That's a lovely speed on that putt. So close to the hole.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. To me, the short par 4 is the most underrated hole in all of golf.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. Great shot. Second shot here on the 17th. A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied for third position. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This is a 12-footer here. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Ooh, right by the hole.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Why don't we catch up with what Tiger Woods is up to?
He's feeling good. Just birdied the last hole.
Let's check in with Tiger Woods.
Beauty of a chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead. And Rich, after the first 17 have tested the play, they find themselves on yet one more examination with this last hole.
I love this hole because if you're leading and have a chance to win, this is the tee shot you want. There's all kinds of room out there to the right-hand side. Tee it high and let it fly. Give yourself the best opportunity to go into this elevated green with a short iron to make it as easy as possible on you. And it's much easier said than done, Luke, as you and I both well know.
Lovely effort, that. And this putt for a final score of 69. Go in. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And Rich, you know what it takes to win one of these, but that's a great start in their major career.
Oh, very respectable indeed, Luke. Top quality play.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.